It's time to get hot with firefighting contracts overseas. Now, before we get to the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join our Patreon. Requirements. Now, it depends on the contract and the corporation that you work for, but generally speaking, that you need to be an experienced firefighter with the training certificates before you apply. You also need a passport, a high school diploma. In some cases, you will need a college degree. You will also need a security clearance for some of these contracts because you'll be operating in sensitive areas, maybe like at a military base or something like that, of that nature. And there's a bunch of other requirements such as physical fitness and other things. The pay. Now, doing some research online, your first entry or lower level when becoming a firefighter overseas is about $45,000 to $50,000. It's not much. It's like a basic security guard pay. Now, if you have experience in maybe like a leadership position, you can get paid up to $130,000. Factors also include the location, the experience, and the specific type of firefighting, like wildland, aircraft rescue, and so on. Locations. Now, there's a lot of locations overseas that you can work on almost every single continent. I'll talk about three specifically. One is Antarctica. So in Antarctica, there are a few firefighter positions. Most likely, you're not going to be working a firefighter position. I mean, there's not much to do. There's a low population, low amount of structures there, and the chances of a fire occurring is extremely low. However, the temperatures are very cold, and you might have to focus more on medical attention rather than fighting fires. Ascension Island is another location there. It's pretty chill. Not much goes on. You do help in flight operations and deal more with fire with aircraft rather than buildings themselves. And then the third one is Diego Garcia, which is in the middle of the Indian Ocean. There's a major U.S. and British naval bases over there, so there's quite a bit of structures and personnel on the base, so you have a higher chance of fighting fires there. However, once again, most likely it's not going to happen. If you look at, at small towns and back in the United States, there's not a whole bunch of action going on. There's a car wreck here and there, maybe a fire once in a blue moon. It's the same thing in some of these other locations, like on islands with small populations. Certificates. Now, there's a couple of certificates that you are required to get in order to participate as a firefighter overseas. These are the IFSAC, which stands for International Fire Service Accreditation Congress, and the National Board of Fire Service Professional Qualifications, also known as Pro Board. These programs and certificates can range from 1 month to several months, depending on your course. These will be needed in order to work overseas, so make sure you get these done before you start to apply. This video is short and sweet, and this is just a basic introduction to firefighting overseas. As firefighter contractors, we'll get more into the detail later on in future videos about firefighting, but that's about it. Just remember, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, join our Patreon, and have a great day.